Light from the sun goes to the solar panel and turns it into electricity. If only it were that easy. It's not as hard as you might think. Once you know the basics, a system can be scaled to any size to fit your needs. I'm running a fairly small system, only using DC loads. I do run an inverter, but it's connected to the van. So that's really only useful while the van is running. So while we're parked, we really don't use any AC appliances. And that's really only for charging phones, camera batteries, all by USB or 12 volt. As of right now, I'm using an AGM battery, not a lithium. I plan to upgrade eventually when that battery dies. Lithium's the way to go. More expensive up front, but you'll get way more charge cycles out of it. So this is the story of my install. Some of it is Ford Transit specific because of the way I had to fabricate the roof rack. But the rest should apply to pretty much any solar van install. So none of this system is tied to the van's electrical system. It is completely independent and completely removable. If I'm connected to shore power, I can charge with an AC charger I carry, or for that matter, use that same AC charger connected to the inverter while I'm driving. But again, don't listen to me. I'm not an electrical engineer. This is just how I did my system. You do yours the way you see fit. And I learned everything I know from this guy. Link to his channel in the description below. And here's where this lives in the van, behind the driver's seat. The inverter for 110 power is hooked up to the customer connection point on the side of the seat to the van battery. It does not connect to this battery. This is running DC only appliances through this distribution box. These are my fan speed controls. The panels come in from the roof. The positive side goes through this breaker and then to the controller. The battery positive goes to this shutoff and then to the controller. Negatives are all hooked to their appropriate places. There is a sequence for starting these and running them. You need to connect battery power to the controller first. So what we do is turn that on, and our lights come on. This comes on automatically with the load on. You have to turn it off if you're not running anything off of the controller load terminals, which I'm not. Everything is connected directly to the battery. So this tells you your battery's hooked up, gives you all the information, where your voltage is at. And then you connect the panels by turning on that breaker. Then that light will come on and show you that you have connection to your solar panels. You can scroll through the battery particulars or the panel particulars. Not a lot of sun right now, so you're not going to see much. This also has 2 USB outlets on it. This is my homemade distribution box. There's a video on this in the description. It has a built-in voltage meter, and then I put a light on this side so you can see the general entry area of the van at night. USB charging sockets here. 12 volt cigarette lighter outlet for fans. That's this one. For these, which you can clip pretty much anywhere, and they're pretty powerful. And then the other switch is for the vent line van air fan in the ceiling. There's a video on that. And this is a speed control for that. There is a fuse between the battery and the controller, and each one of these has a fuse inside here, each circuit, and most of these lighter plugs have fuses in them as well, so we're really well protected. This connection is right off the battery but also has a fuse on it. That can be disconnected. That's for my lights. And you could connect this to that plug and have an extra cigarette outlet for chargers or whatever. The lights are LEDs in the ceiling.